going to be going over Wednesday's workouts, and that's going to start with prone W overhead presses, okay? So prone is face down. And when I'm thinking W, I don't want to squeeze my elbows together or squeeze my back together. I just want to raise my hands off the floor a little bit, not shrug into my neck, right? Keep that down, okay? Using my lower traps to control that. As I'm doing that, I want to keep my palms higher than my elbows. So again, not elbows higher than the palms, palms higher than the elbows, right? So I'm trying to externally rotate. As I'm keeping that external rotation, I want to press over my head. I don't want us lifting for this one. I want to keep our nose almost touching the ground or really close. And that's going to be 4 sets of 12 reps. Our next movement we're going to be going over is our bench press. Pay attention to what barbell you grab. Again, refer to the chart on the wall, actually behind me over there. Or if you need to, you can grab one of the barbells on the other side. So that's going to be 7 sets of 3 reps, and that's going to be building, okay? So just like our normal bench press, right? Lining myself up, making sure my legs are grounded into the ground, my core is tight, right? I'm packing my scaps. I'm using those lower traps to sink my lats into place. I'm going to focus more towards the bottom of my chest, right, as I'm maintaining those points. So my feet are planted into the ground, my glutes are squeezed, my core is tight. I'm using those lower traps to pack my scaps, keeping that as I'm pushing through. We're going to be going over our incline dumbbell chest press, okay? So we want the seat at an incline. All I need to do is move the seat up. So right, that would be flat. You can either go to the next pin or the next pin up. I wouldn't go any higher than that. I got my dumbbells here. All right, just like in bench press, how I talked about keeping the feet grounded, the core is tight. I'm using my lower traps to keep my shoulder blades into place. I need to set that up once I get into place, okay? In order to get the dumbbells up on the shoulders, for those of us who are going to be able to go a little heavier, okay? There's etiquette to that. You can use both legs like this, that's pretty common, and then you're laying back, setting those key points in place between my legs, core, and upper traps. And we're going to go dumbbell chest press. I'm going to think that I'm bringing them down right below my collarbone. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to feel for. And then when I'm done, I can put them back on my lap like that. Rather than bicep curling them down, you can hurt yourself that way. So you'll bring them back down, put it right back on your lap, then you can put them on the floor after that. And that's going to be 4 sets of 8 reps. Our next exercise we're going to be going over is our banded tricep push down. So you need a band, right? You're going to attach it to something high. Obviously, the thicker the band, the heavier it's going to be. The higher I hold, the more challenging it's going to be. And the lower I hold, the easier it's going to be. So those are different ways you can change it, okay? I'm going to hinge over a little bit, whether that's like this or one leg in front, doesn't matter. I want to hug my body with my elbows and make sure I'm not in my neck while I'm trying to do the movement, okay? So my shoulders are down. I'm using those lower traps to pack the scaps, okay? I'm gonna hug my body with my elbows, and nothing's gonna move from my elbow to my shoulder. All right, so that's staying nice and steady. What I wanna make sure is now watch my elbow's gonna move, my arm's gonna come up. There's a lot of swinging or moving through there. Or as I lock down, I'm hunching over and using my upper traps to lock down, okay? We gotta control this area, shoulders back and down. Full lockout, coming up to kind of like a V. I'm just not completely relaxed, all right? A little bit of tension, but full lockout at the bottom. Our next movement we're gonna be going over is our dumbbell lat pullover. There's different ways you can do this movement. For today, I'm gonna choose this style. So we're gonna come get set up down here. When I'm rested on the bench, my head is rested. So that's where it needs to be. I'm not looking upside down in that direction, okay? I'm gonna have you bridge up and you're gonna focus on staying straight through here. So I'm not gonna arch my back for this one. I'm not gonna hyperextend, right? Or blow my belly button out, right? My core is tight through here. And then I'm gonna grab the dumbbells in kind of like a bowl position. So rather than this, all right, I'm gonna cup it and I'm gonna cup that. I'm gonna come down till I get a good stretch, whatever feels good on my shoulders, right back up. I'm gonna make sure I'm not arching or moving or overextending or moving my body with it, right? That's not what we're trying to do. And I don't want the elbows to go out and wide like that. You're gonna think about hugging them in, and I'm gonna have a slight bend in the elbow. I'm not gonna change that angle no matter where I go in the movement. So we're not looking for this for today. All right, keeping them straight or locked out somewhere right around here. And that's going to be 4 sets of 12 reps.